So hello, my name is Cathy Cameron, and I am the Associate Registrar of International Admissions at VIU.
Hi, my name is Yuzo Ishida. I'm an international admissions officer, but at the same time, I do coordinating the transfer credit for international students.
So transfer credits are a way for us to recognize work that you have done at another accredited university and have it count towards your degree at VIU. So it's a way for you to get recognition for previous work that you have done and have it count towards your diploma or undergraduate degree studies at VIU. There is a requirement for you to do, transfer credits can only comprise up to 50% of your total program in order for you to qualify for a credential at Vancouver Island University.
So before requesting a transfer credit, so first of all, you have to be a VIU student. So you have to receive letter of acceptance from VIU. That is the first thing. And after you are accepted, you can submit your original transcript from your previous institute and also detailed course syllabus. Either you can send us a URL or PDF as a document. And these course syllabus needs to include these categories: professor information, class schedule, course outline, and what textbook they use, and grading scheme, and evaluation method. So once you collect all those documents, please request transfer credit and send us at study@viu.ca.
Typically, there's no transfer credit done at graduate level courses. It's all for undergraduate studies.
Basically, as long as you have studied, you can transfer almost all your, we can assess the credit, but some program we have engineering transfer program, which is you studied at the VIU, then that credit transferred to another university. So that particular program, we cannot accept transfer credit. You have to study at the VIU. But other than that, most of the courses you have studied, we can assess it. But at the same time, if you receive the transfer credit, that doesn't mean you can use everything toward your graduation. So once you receive the transfer credit, you need to talk to the faculty advisor.
If the institution that the student has attended, if it's an accredited institution in that country. So there's not restrictions by country. The restriction is it an accredited and recognized degree granting institution? And if so, we would carefully assess the transcripts and the syllabuses that we receive. So that's what's most important, is if it's an accredited institution. So in general, the more recent the courses are, the better. There would be some programs such as our Bachelor of Computing Science that would not be able to consider courses that are older than 5 years old for transfer credit, just because the content of studies changes so rapidly in that program. And so again, but for a program such as history or perhaps English literature, there would be less, the time when that course was taken would be less sensitive, and so we would be able to accept older transfer credits.
So if you have completed or you're taking the courses from another institution in BC, you can always refer to this BC transfer guide. So if you go to this website, and then you can check which courses you're taking at your university can transfer, you can check the transfer to VIU. So strategically, if you want to come to study at the VIU, you can reverse search to do what kind of courses you can take at your current university and then transfer to VIU.
The BC, it's called BC CAT, they're working on an initiative that would allow students to get from around the world to see how courses from their university have been accepted at BC institutions. So it's a very large project that's currently being worked on, and it will be very helpful to students who are applying for the first time from overseas to look at that source as soon as it's complete, to see how courses at their institution may have been recognized in the BC system. I'd also like to just mention that we do have partner agreements with some institutions. And so when we have a partnership agreement with an international institution, it means that we have done a lot of assessment of courses in advance. And so in an ideal situation, the student may be transferring to VIU after doing 2 years at their home institution. And they should know before they leave how many courses, how their courses will be recognized and how many credits they would be receiving. So that's another way that we offer transfer credit, is if we have partnership agreements and articulation agreements with partner universities, and that helps make things a little clearer for students as well.
There is 3 types of transfer credit. So if there is a course you have taken in your previous university has exactly same contents at the VIU, then you can get a course-to-course credit transfer credit. So you can get VIU, such as like VIU Computing Science 361, 160 with a 3 credit. So that one you can use toward prerequisite as well. But there is something that, even though it's close to it, but the content is a little bit different, then you can get the course-to-course unassigned, but still the courses is designated to the computing science. So computing science, first year, second year, third year. So it's unassigned exactly which courses, but still it's assigned for the program. So block transfer credit is something that you have taken in your previous university, but we do not offer, but we still honor the credit itself, so we can transfer as a block transfer, but it doesn't mean you can use specific courses at the VIU, but you can fill in the elective courses. Transfer credit, if you receive a transfer credit, if it especially is a course to course, then you don't have to take that course again at the VIU. But the point is, once you apply transfer credit, assessment has done by the faculty and everything has to be coordinated. So it might take 6 to 8 weeks to reflect on your transfer, on your record. If your course syllabus is in other language, you have to submit the course syllabus translated into English, but translation done by the certified translator. Usually those kind of certified translator will provide the first page that who is this translator, what kind of what kind of certificate this person has. So you can't, or your friend cannot translate your course syllabus. As I mentioned, it might take 6 to 8 weeks, but during summertime, most of the faculty is away, so it might take longer than that. So please remember that before applying, and then it's not gonna happen like next day assessment. So it is hard for you to which courses you should select on the fall semester or spring, but please be patient. We will work on it. So if you have any questions about transfer credit, please feel free to contact Study at VIU. We are more than happy to help.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you in Nanaimo in person, and hopefully this can help answer some of your initial questions. But we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.